Whenever you go to Fry's or really any place in Sahuarita, you'll see at least one person that you know from church or a friend or neighbors.
Because of their intentional planning for families with parks and schools and things are just amazing.
One of the things I love is the sense of community that we are as a community, but really when we have our signature events like Spooktacular or Fiesta Sahuarita, those types of events, it really helps to bring the community together. Potentially a town center, where we could hold these major events. We started running a music series, band series at the lake, Sahuarita Crossings. From a commercial perspective, they just purchased some land and they're going to be building 130,000 square feet down there with an anchor and a couple of juniors, and then some other things that will be there. On Sahuarita Road, across from the Shell station, 30,000 square feet of commercial will be moving forward. One of the most asked questions I always get is, when's our next Applebee's or restaurant, Chili's, going to be here? And restaurants really need a good dinner time as well as a lunchtime crowd.
When I was younger, I started out in the church when I was really young, and then just growing with the church and growing closer to God, going to youth events, going to different camps, and then starting out and helping and volunteering in different places. It's just amazing. And the fact that I can go to different people and ask them for advice through my walk with Christ, and then also just general advice.
At that very first service, December 4th, we had 136 total people. We had 95 adults, 14 workers, and 27 kids.
Of going from basically zero, a few people, to now in the last couple of weeks we've been having over 700 people in this building that we're sitting in. They had CDs that played the background music. You didn't have guitars, you didn't have drums, you didn't have any of that. And that was crazy. To today's where we have an incredible worship team, we have music, we have stage, we have all of the things that really excite people, excites me. I've seen men and women and children's lives transformed. I've seen men, because I work with men, and I've seen men's lives completely change from the dark side into the light, and that's an exciting thing. It is every Sunday to see all the little kids. That is so exciting to see little kids. This is God moving us to grow and expand and share the gospel message of grace and truth to all of Sahuarita, and particularly those little kids to pass on. So we've got to build a building for kids. We have got to build a building for kids.
All the pastors in the church community really have a heart for our community, which I know comes a lot from Scripture, but it's nice that you see that in action. And I've always been proud of that. It makes my heart smile when we're at our town council meeting and we still open it with an invocation. We still say the Pledge of Allegiance. So those are the types of things that I, as a retired Air Force person and a person of faith, that really makes me happy, and I hope that can continue.